Hey, I'm Ahmad, and welcome to the channel. Grocery store aisles are packed with foods labeled low-fat, all natural, or made with real fruit. But flashy packaging often hides unhealthy ingredients. Food companies spend millions to make their products look healthy, even when they're loaded with sugar, salt, or empty calories. Today, we're exposing 5 foods that seem healthy but really aren't. We'll break down the marketing tricks and reveal what's actually inside. By the end, you'll be a smarter shopper, ready to see through the hype. Let's start with flavored yogurt, a breakfast favorite that's not as innocent as it seems. It's easy to be drawn in by the bright packaging and promises of fruit-filled goodness, but there's a hidden story behind that creamy cup. Plain yogurt is packed with protein, calcium, and probiotics. These nutrients support strong bones, healthy digestion, and help keep you feeling full and satisfied. But once you grab a fruit-flavored or dessert-inspired yogurt, you're often getting a sugar bomb. The sweet taste might remind you of a treat. And in many ways, that's exactly what it is. Many single-serve yogurts have 15 to 25 grams of added sugar, about as much as a small can of soda. That's a surprising amount, especially for something marketed as a health food. That's nearly your entire daily sugar limit in one cup. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day for women and 36 grams for men, so just one serving can put you at your max. The sugar hides behind names like cane sugar, fructose, or fruit juice concentrate. Food companies use a variety of sweeteners to make yogurt taste like dessert, and they're not always easy to spot on the label. This isn't the natural sugar from milk. It's added sugar, which can spike your energy and then leave you crashing. Unlike the slow, steady energy from whole foods, added sugars cause your blood sugar to rise quickly, and then plummet, leaving you tired and hungry again. So, what's the fix? Go for plain, unsweetened yogurt. It's the best way to enjoy all the benefits of yogurt without the sugar overload. Add your own fresh fruit for natural sweetness, plus fiber and vitamins, berries, bananas, or even a handful of chopped apples can transform your yogurt into a delicious nutrient-packed meal. If you need a touch more sweetness, drizzle a little honey or maple syrup. You'll use far less than what's in pre-flavored versions. This way, you're in control of how much sugar you add and you can keep it to a minimum. Top it off with nuts or seeds for crunch, healthy fats, and extra protein. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds not only add texture, but also boost the nutrition of your breakfast. Suddenly, your yogurt is a balanced, filling meal, not a disguised dessert. You get the satisfaction of a sweet treat, but with real, whole ingredients that nourish your body. It takes seconds, and you control exactly what goes in. No hidden sugars, no mystery ingredients, just simple, wholesome food. Skip the sugar trap, and make your yogurt work for you. When you build your own bowl, you're making a choice that supports your health and energy all day long. Next time you see a healthy yogurt, check the label before you buy. Look for added sugars and ingredients you recognize. If it reads more like a dessert than a breakfast, it probably is. Don't let clever marketing turn your breakfast into a sugar rush. Words like fruit on the bottom or dessert-inspired are often just code for extra sugar. Choose simple, whole ingredients for real nutrition. The fewer the ingredients, the better it is for your body and your long-term health. Your gut and your energy levels will thank you. You'll feel fuller, more energized, and your digestion will benefit from the probiotics and fiber. That's the real power of taking control of your food. When you make mindful choices, you're not just eating, you're fueling your best self. Let's move on to the next health food myth. Granola. Granola looks wholesome, but it's often a calorie and sugar trap. Oats, nuts, and seeds are healthy, but commercial granola is usually held together with lots of sugar and oil. A typical serving is just 1/4 to 1/2 cup, but most people eat much more. 1 cup can pack 400 to 500 calories and over 20 grams of sugar. Granola bars? Many are just candy bars in disguise, loaded with syrups and chocolate chips. The key: always check the label for serving size and added sugars. Look for options with less than 6 grams of sugar per serving, and make sure sugar isn't one of the first ingredients. Better yet, make your own granola at home. Use rolled oats, raw nuts, and a small amount of natural sweetener. Add spices or a handful of dried fruit for flavor. No need for all that extra sugar. Homemade granola is cheaper, healthier, and customizable. Don't let the healthy image fool you. Granola can be a calorie bomb. Be a label detective and take control of your breakfast. Next up, smoothies. Are they really as healthy as they seem? Let's find out. Smoothies. Smoothies have a reputation for being the ultimate health drink, colorful, fruity, and packed with promise. But here's the catch. Many smoothies, especially the ones you grab at the store or from popular chains, are really just sugar in a cup, cleverly disguised as a healthy choice. Instead of using whole fruits, these smoothies often rely on fruit juice concentrate. That means most of the fiber, the part that helps slow down sugar absorption and keeps you full, is stripped away. What you're left with is a drink that spikes your blood sugar, giving you a quick rush followed by a crash. Some of these so-called healthy smoothies pack in 40 to 50 grams of sugar per bottle. To put that in perspective, that's actually more sugar than you'd find in a can of soda. It's a surprising fact that catches a lot of people off guard, and it doesn't stop there. Add-ins like sweetened yogurt, sherbet, or flavored syrups can turn your healthy smoothie into a full-blown dessert. These extras add even more sugar and calories, making your drink more like a milkshake than a meal. Because smoothies are liquid, they don't trigger the same fullness signals as solid food. You might finish your drink and still feel hungry, leading you to snack more or eat a bigger meal later. That's a recipe for accidental overeating. So, what's the solution? The best fix is to make your own smoothies at home. That way, you control exactly what goes in and what stays out. Start with a smart base. Use water, unsweetened almond milk, or regular milk instead of fruit juice. This simple swap cuts out a huge source of added sugar right from the start. Always choose whole fruits and vegetables. They're loaded with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that your body needs. The fiber helps slow down sugar absorption, so you get steady energy instead of a sugar spike. Want to boost nutrition even more? Toss in a handful of spinach or kale. You won't taste the greens, but you'll get a big dose of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants with every sip. For a thick, frosty texture, use frozen fruit instead of ice. Frozen fruit chills your smoothie without watering it down, and it makes every sip feel like a treat. To make your smoothie more satisfying and keep you full for hours, add a scoop of Greek yogurt, a bit of protein powder, or a spoonful of nut butter or chia seeds. These ingredients add protein and healthy fats, turning your smoothie into a balanced meal. Now, you've got a smoothie that's actually good for you. A balanced, filling meal that won't send your blood sugar soaring. It's a far cry from the sugar bombs you find on store shelves. By skipping the bottled blends and making your own, you take control of your nutrition and your health. You know exactly what's in your drink, and you can customize it to fit your needs. Your body and your energy levels will thank you for making the switch. You'll feel fuller, more energized, and less likely to crash later in the day. Next up, let's talk about veggie chips. Are they really as healthy as they seem? We'll break down what's actually in that colorful bag and see if it lives up to the hype as a healthy snack. Let's dig in and find out the truth about veggie chips. Veggie chips and straws look healthy, but most are just potato starch or corn flour, with a sprinkle of veggie powder for color. The first ingredient is rarely a real vegetable. They're often fried or baked with lots of oil and loaded with salt. Nutritionally, they're not much better than regular chips, just more expensive. The veggie label is marketing, not nutrition. Multigrain or baked snacks can be just as processed and high in calories. Don't be fooled by buzzwords like veggie, multigrain, or baked. If you want a healthy crunch, eat real vegetables, carrots, celery, bell peppers, or cucumbers. Pair them with hummus, guacamole, or Greek yogurt dip for flavor and satisfaction. Want something chip-like? Make kale chips at home. Just toss kale with a little olive oil and bake until crispy. Air pop popcorn is another great high-fiber snack. The bottom line: if you want the benefits of vegetables, eat actual vegetables. Don't let clever packaging trick you into eating junk. Read the ingredients, not just the front of the bag. Next up, diet drinks. Are they really a healthy swap for soda? Let's break it down. Diet drinks. Diet sodas promise 0 sugar and 0 calories, but does that mean they're actually healthy, or just a clever marketing trick? For years, these drinks have been advertised as the guilt-free alternative to regular soda, making them seem like a smart swap for anyone watching their weight or blood sugar. But the story isn't as simple as it seems. Instead of sugar, diet sodas use artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin. These chemicals are hundreds of times sweeter than regular sugar, so only tiny amounts are needed to create that familiar sweet taste. This means you get the flavor you crave, but without the calories or the blood sugar spike. While swapping sugar for sweeteners helps cut calories, the science on their long-term effects is still unclear. Some studies suggest they're safe in moderation, but others raise questions about possible links to headaches, changes in metabolism, or even increased cravings for sweets. The truth is, we don't have all the answers yet, especially when it comes to drinking them every day for years. There's also evidence that artificial sweeteners may change how your brain and taste buds respond to sweetness. Over time, you might find that naturally sweet foods, like fruit, taste less satisfying or even bland compared to the intense sweetness of diet drinks. This can make it harder to enjoy healthy foods, and may even lead to more sugar cravings. Another concern is how these sweeteners affect your gut bacteria, the tiny microbes that play a big role in digestion and overall health. Some research hints that artificial sweeteners could disrupt the balance of your gut microbiome, but the evidence is mixed, and scientists are still figuring out what this means for your health in the long run. Plus, there's the health halo effect. When you choose a diet soda, you might feel like you've made a healthy choice, which can make it easier to justify eating less nutritious foods, like grabbing fries or dessert, because you saved calories on your drink. This can actually backfire and lead to less healthy habits overall. And if you're reaching for diet drinks instead of water, you're missing out on real hydration. Water is essential for every cell in your body, and no soda, diet or not, can replace what water does for your health, energy, and focus. So, is diet soda better than regular soda? Yes, it's less harmful because it skips the sugar and calories, but that doesn't make it a health drink. It's more like the less bad option, not a truly good one. The best choices for your body are still the simplest ones. Water is always the gold standard for hydration and health. If plain water feels boring, try adding a splash of flavor with lemon, cucumber, mint, or fresh berries. These simple additions can make water more exciting and help you drink more throughout the day. Unsweetened herbal teas, served hot or cold, are another great way to stay hydrated and enjoy a variety of flavors, all without added sugar or artificial sweeteners. And if you love the fizz of soda, sparkling water is a fantastic alternative. It gives you the bubbles you crave, but without the sugar, sweeteners, or questionable ingredients. Remember, you don't have to settle for a less bad drink. Choose options that actually support your health and make you feel your best. Next, let's wrap up with some final tips for smart shopping, so you can make the healthiest choices every time you're at the store. Always read the label, not just the marketing hype. The healthiest drink choices are often the simplest ones. Let's finish strong with some final thoughts. There you have it. 5 foods that look healthy, but aren't. The key is to look past the marketing and check the nutrition label and ingredients. Whole, unprocessed foods are almost always the better choice. Swap sugary yogurts for plain with fruit, veggie chips for real veggies, and diet drinks for water or herbal tea. Being a conscious consumer is your best tool for better health. If you learned something new, hit like, subscribe, and share this video. Tell us in the comments, which health food surprised you most? Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Remember, this video is for general information, not personal medical advice. Stay smart, stay healthy,